The high stakes in high tech later on the CBC News at 6.
It was a murder that shocked. DNA evidence may be out there. What do we know about it?
Well, we don't know very much, Costa. Nobody's saying what the evidence might actually case, but the Crown's been resisting because Mr. Brayford won't say where the evidence.
Industry accounts for an increasing percentage of Saskatchewan's economy. But as Steve Pascolato tells us tonight in our series, The Next 100 Years, some say the industry isn't growing as fast as it could.
It doesn't look like much now, but Greg Sutton is hoping to turn this empty room into Saskatchewan's newest high-tech company.
We've got customers who are interested in buying our product, and we just have to put it all together and make sure we've got all our ducks in a row.
Sutton has developed a computer program to help speech therapists. It allows them to work with children over the internet using audio and video conferencing.
This is what the child sees in this area on that screen.
The program isn't ready for sale yet. This is a demo.
The therapist basically goes through and clicks on the words, and it brings up that part in the child's scene, and the child would say, for this, cow, and if they say it wrong, like tau or how or ka, the therapist goes and finds what that error is and then where it is in the word and records it into the system.
Ideas like Sutton's are what's driving Saskatchewan's high-tech industry. There are nearly 1,900 high-tech companies in the province. Half of them are small, start-up businesses in the process of developing and marketing their product or service. The other half are medium and large firms, employing about 27,000 people. Together, the companies make up about 10% of Saskatchewan's economy, and that number is growing.
So this is a very dense electronics board.
Hugh Wood knows all about growth. He's the chief operating officer of VCOM. The Saskatoon company makes electronic equipment to process and deliver digital video, data over cable, and wireless internet signals.
As you can see, this building is almost full. We have a few nooks and crannies that we can expand in, but 20 or 30% growth, and we need a new building.
The company is expanding so rapidly it recently started selling shares to help finance its growth. It doubled its workforce in the last couple of years, creating jobs for university grads like Geoff Baker.
You see people moving out of the province, and they're moving out because they can't make it here or they don't think there's anything here. And you realize that there's a lot of opportunities in Saskatchewan that are overlooked.
VCOM started in 1988 as the cable TV industry was mushrooming. It quickly partnered with large American manufacturers and grew rapidly with the expansion of the internet.
Today, it has more than 500 employees and sales of $62 million.
It's been a good strategy for us to work with large companies and talk to them regularly, find out what their needs are, and then develop product that meet exactly what the customers need.
Hugh Wood says Saskatchewan's skilled workforce, central location, and low real estate costs have contributed to VCOM's success. They've helped other companies too.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
The province's high-tech industry is expected to grow about 5% a year, slightly better than the overall economy. Greg Sutton says that's still not good enough.
It's very important to realize that this is the future, and not only in Saskatchewan but around the world, and we're competing in a global market for this growth, and if we miss our boat on this one, it's not going to come back.
Sutton is not only an entrepreneur, he's also head of Saskatchewan's High Tech Association. He wants the province to offer investors an incentive, a 30% tax rebate on money put into startup companies like some other provinces do.
The more risk you can take away from the investor, the more likely they are to invest. There's a lot of people out there that don't have money to start a company or don't have friends or family with money to invest, and their ideas are dying on the vine.
I did have a look at the internet, and
reducing risk is what Jim Hutch is always thinking about. He's considering investing in Sutton's internet speech therapy company. He's impressed at what he sees.
What animal do you see there in the middle of the barn? Very good, very good. And
Hutch hasn't decided yet whether he'll invest. He says a tax rebate would help him make up his mind.
It would take some of the edge off the making the decision. I think the bureaucrats and the politicians don't understand how much of a torrent they might unleash if they start doing this, because there are all kinds of people out there that want to be investing.
We've gone through quite a bit of the business plan.
$100,000 is needed to get Sutton's company off the ground. He doesn't expect to become another VCOM. He just wants a chance to be a part of Saskatchewan's new economy. Steve Pasqualato, CBC News, Saskatoon.
And tomorrow night we'll have stories that look at the economic future of Saskatchewan's Aboriginal people. Coming up, going against the grain. Is the smaller family farm the key to success?